everyone, and welcome back to my channel Gabbabetic, and welcome to today's video. So today's video is more of a kind of vlog life update style. So you can see from the title of the video, it's my first time going to the diabetes team and diabetes nurses since I've lived in Ireland. If you watch my channel before, you know I moved back last summer 2022, and I have waited 10 months now for a diabetes nurse and team appointment. I've seen a consultant during my time that I'm waiting, but I've been on the waiting list for so long, and now the day has finally come that I actually get to meet the diabetes team and meet my diabetes nurses that will be looking after me basically for the rest of my life. So we'll see how this video goes. I hope you like it. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And let's just have a bit of a chat before we go into the diabetes team. So I don't know how it is in other countries, but when I lived in the UK, the diabetes care, the NHS was great. Like, I know people complain about it, but it really was good. I had a diabetes consultant, there was a diabetes nurse in the GP, and I also had a community nurse. So the community nurse would be like, if I had issues, say for example, monitoring and adjusting insulin for exercise, I'd go to like the community nurse. I'd have my consultant for my overall appointment, and then I'd have the diabetes nurse for my like general checkup, HbA1c, feet, that kind of thing. And then there was the diabetic retina screening. Here in Ireland it has been very mixed, so if you watched my very first update video, I'll link it in the description down below if you want to watch that first and then this video. I explained that I had to go private to actually get a consultant because the wait time in Ireland for diabetes care is so long, and I had to go private if I wanted to get a Dexcom sensor because I would be waiting so long that would actually end up costing more to self-fund Dexcom than just paying for a private appointment. So I am still paying privately for the consultant. That's only twice a year, but part of that care is that you get a diabetes team and diabetes nurses, so that if you have, you know, any issues or if you want any support during that time between you see the consultant, that you can talk to them. So I've been going since July 2022 until now, basically just going along managing things on my own. And it's okay because I don't actually have any specific issues that I need to talk to them about, but I have felt at times, you know, there's times where I was having lots of lows or lots of highs, and I was trying my best to sort them out. And especially with the highs, some things weren't really working. It would have been great to have a nurse to talk to hear any different ideas to bounce off, that kind of thing, but I ended up just kind of getting through it on my own. So I just think 10 months is a ridiculous amount of time for someone with type 1 diabetes to have to wait for support. I don't want to complain too much in this video, but that is a major issue for me, and I didn't get this appointment. It didn't just come along. I had to really ring and really advocate for myself to actually get this appointment. You know, I'm really lucky that I found a group of type 1 diabetic friends here in Cork that I can hear their opinions and their advice, and they told me you have to advocate for yourself and you have to basically push and push and push if you want to get seen to, which isn't the right way things should be in my opinion. But here we are today. So a bit about today, what I'm going to ask. I'm going to meet the nurses. I might meet a dietitian. I'm not really sure. Obviously I can't film in there, so I'll be giving you a recap after, but the things I want to talk to them about, maybe Dexcom G7. I think though I might not get that until this summer. My consultant said the next time I saw him I might get G7, which will be in the summer, so we'll see. I want to ask about insulin pens. I only have one Novo Echo pen, and I would like to have another one as a spare, so we'll see if they have one. And also I would like to see if they have anything about the smart pens, because smart pens are coming up that can actually link to either your Dexcom or your Libra. I think they're out for Libra at the moment, and you can, when you take an injection, it will automatically record it on the app. That would be great, so I'd like to see if I could get one of them. Obviously I just generally want to talk to them about how my diabetes is going, any other issues I have with that, and I want to ask them, can they actually write my prescription, because right now the GP is writing my prescription and they want to charge me for like a review every 6 months, and why do I want to do a review when I have the same medication for the rest of my life? So I feel like if I got it prescribed by the diabetes team, then I wouldn't have to keep doing a review. Like, it doesn't make sense to go meet a doctor to say, please give me the same medication that I've always been on, you know what I mean? So we'll see what they say. So we'll just see what else they say. It'd be nice to meet them, see the place. I didn't get a blood test done because this was actually a cancellation appointment. They just squeezed me in. So my HbA1c, I do know, in the last one I got done was like January, and it's 51, which I think is pretty good. So I'll get it done again in the summer and we'll see if it changed then. But other than that, I'm going to do my blood sugar now because my Dexcom is saying 8, but I feel a bit off. We'll see what this guy says. Maybe I'll ask them for another monitor. That 7.7, yeah. Must just be the nerves, because I'm feeling a bit like, I don't know, like I'm having a low blood sugar, but I'm not, so maybe I'm dropping, but it says I'm stable on the Dexcom. I think it's just nerves. I don't know why I'm even nervous, but anyway, we're gonna go into the diabetes nurses. Hope it goes well. I'll film if I can. If I can't, I'll just give you a recap after. And yeah, just a little diabetes. I'm home now, as you can see, and I actually got on so good at the appointment. Wait till I tell you all about it. First of all, my blood sugar is 8.6 at the moment, but this Dexcom's about to expire, so we're gonna go ahead and change the Dexcom while we talk. So let me go and get a new sensor. I must put in a diabetes order at the chemist as well, because finishing off this pack, so can't remember what I'm doing. So the purpose of the sensor change, we have now changed into a t-shirt, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop this sensor because it's gonna die in like a few minutes. There's literally just a button on here, you can stop your sensor, so I'm gonna stop it. It says new sensor. It's very exciting. So anyway, I went in and I met with the nurse, and she was very nice. So first what we had to do was go through all of my medical history, which is a lot, I'm not gonna lie, because thank God that's off. So I'm gonna pop out the transmitter, so you just like break it here and then you can pull out the transmitter. So thank God that one's off, because it was very sore. So anyway, got that off. So I met with her and we went through my medical history, and there's a lot, because a lot of things have happened. I've never done a diagnosis video, so let me know if you would like to see that. But I was talking about, you know, how I got diagnosed, all of the things that came with that, TKA, eye complications, celiac disease, so we went through everything like that. And I actually brought with me a list of all my diabetes medications. So you can see like on here, there's things like the Lift, the Dexcom, Tresiba, Fiasp, because they wanted to have an up-to-date record of what I have. And I actually asked them, can they prescribe my medication, because like I said, going to the GP and paying for it, just make an appointment to talk about the same things I use every day for my whole life, just makes no sense to me. So she said that when I have my consultant's appointment, which is July, that hopefully he'll be able to write it for me there. So hopefully he'll be able to write my prescription, and if not, the nurses will write me a letter from my GP to say like that my diabetes is fine, they monitor me, and to just keep repeating the prescription. So that's really good. There's two options there, so I can either, so first of all, hopefully just the professor will end up writing the script and I can just use that and I won't have to go to GP anymore for my prescription. Or if he won't, then the nurses will write me a letter and I won't have to see the GP and pay for that. We're going to press new sensor. So as usual, going to put in our code. What is the lucky sensor code today? I don't know if people know this, but usually the sensor codes are literally the same all the time. Like I've definitely had a 5917 before, but here we go, putting in a 5917. Okay, got that correct. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on my sensor now and put on my transmitter then. So, alright, so you peel these off. So anyway, then we were talking about my medical history. What else did we talk about? So this is ready to go. Just have to break this part here. We talked about how I manage things with diabetes, how I've been finding it with my blood sugar. She went on to the Dexcom app because I shared data with the hospital, so they're able to go on and look at my graphs and look at my reports and my HbA1c, and she was very happy with everything we saw there. We talked a bit about when I first moved over, my HbA1c was 48 and I was having a lot of hypos, so we talked about how I've improved that since then. So my HbA1c is 50. She told me that we'll see how it is in July when I get it done again, but hypo awareness is definitely better, and I think the G6 has helped with that, to be able to know when the hypos are coming on. We just like chatted about lots of things. Not gonna have like repeat appointments, it doesn't work like that, so I'll just have my consultant's appointment twice a year, but then if anything goes wrong and I need extra support, I'll be able to call them up because they have me now on the system, so I should be able to get an appointment. It's very different because I used to just have like set appointments, and now it's kind of just like, if you have a problem, call us up, but at least I have somewhere to call now, and I know who I'm talking to, and you know, they told me when the different times when they're available, so I know when to call. I'm not just waiting for a reply. So I have something. So anyway, let's put this on. So going for the right arm now. I actually don't really like when I have the sensor on my right arm because I use it more, and I feel like it kind of knocks into things. So here it is. So go around 3 times and then clip in the transmitter. So I only have one patch left that goes on top of this. I have one patch left that goes on top of this. I want to save it for when it's a bit more summery because it's the only one I have. I really have to do an order and get more stickers and patches. Alright, so I'm starting this sensor off. So that's starting up there. And 2-hour warm up. So while that's warming up, we'll tell you the best part. So the reason why it was so good is because, as you know, I'm using the AccuCheck mobile, which I did a whole video about. It's been discontinued. And I did get sent this as the replacement by AccuCheck, the AccuCheck Instant. Honestly, I haven't used it since. I've just been going with my AccuCheck mobile. But I got a new monitor today. I'm literally like holding on until the last time I can use the AccuCheck mobile anymore because I love it so much. I'm so sad they discontinued it. I haven't even used that because I refuse to look at it until I literally can't use the mobile anymore. But I got a new one today, and it's called Glucomen Aereo 2K. Has anyone ever heard of this? Because I feel like I've literally never seen this in my life. Loving the shiny packaging. It's looking very modern. And the really good thing about this is it actually does your blood sugar and ketones together. I haven't had a monitor in a very long time that can do 2 at the same time. Normally I'd use my AccuCheck mobile and then I'd use my old Freestyle Libre monitor for ketones, so I'd have 2 different ones. But this does both together. As you can, I don't know if you can even see that. It says it on the back that it does. But it also says here you can transfer your data contactless by simply bringing your smartphone close to your monitor. So let me know if you'd like to see a video on this. I'm not going to open it today, even though I really want to. There's some sample test strips in here. She told me that, but if I do like it, I'll have to get it put on prescription. So maybe worth a video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, or if anyone uses this, because I've never heard of Glucomen Aereo 2K. It doesn't have a ring to it. And the super most exciting part. So I did a whole video on my NovoPen Echo and how much I love it because it actually tells you the dose that you've taken at the bottom of it. 2 things. First of all, I got a spare one because I actually only have one, and I've only ever had one, and it does half doses as well. So she gave me a spare so that I can actually have something in case it breaks instead of going to a really old pen, and have a new case as well. So we have that. I did a whole video on that and I'll link it down in the description if you want to see that. But I did that a while ago, but here is the best, most exciting part. So does anyone know what this means? So NovoPen Echo Plus. So remember, this is NovoPen Echo, and now I've actually got the first smart pen ever that I've ever had, NovoPen Echo Plus. So the difference between these two is that this one actually is a smart pen, so it can connect to one of the apps. I haven't picked which app yet. And when you take your insulin, it will record it electronically and it will record it on the app. So no longer do you have to just rely on, you know, the bottom to tell you the dosage and your memory to remember how much you've taken. You can actually have it connect to an app and use it there. And this is actually the first one she's given out. She told me that. So I'm very happy to get it. And we think as well that it does do half doses, which is really important to me because sometimes I'm very insulin sensitive and I need a half dose. So that's what the Echo Plus does. I think there's the NovoPen Echo 6, and that's not half doses, and that is a smart pen. But this NovoPen Echo Plus apparently does half doses and is a smart pen. So I am very, very happy because I've got this and this, and you know, she gave me a guide all about it. There's a lot to it, and I'll have to pick the right app that will make it work with on my phone. But apparently you just tap this off your phone and then it will record your dose of your insulin, which is very, very exciting. So this will definitely be a video because I want to take my time with it and get it set up right. Let me know when you'd like to see that, if you want to see it sooner or later. Let me know if you also want to see a video about this. But today went really well, even though I had to wait 10 months. Like 10 months is a super, super long time. and it's really not good to have to wait that long. But I'm actually really happy with the outcome, and I'm really happy that I got a smart pen because I didn't think I was going to get that. Like I said, she said it's the first one that they've given out in the clinic, so I'm going to have to go through this guide and figure it all out myself. But just to give you a little highlight, that's how it's going to look when you tap your pen off it. Let me know if you want to see that video. And yeah, there's been a lot of video. Yeah, this video has just been me kind of just giving you an update on my life. Obviously I have this on now, so it's warming up. HbA1c is good. If you like these kind of diabetes life update videos, let me know, and I might do another one after my next appointment, which is in the end of July, I think. So let me know in the comments. Hope you liked the video. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, and give a big thumbs up if you liked the video. See ya!